Oliveira fight. What a crazy fight in Brazil. The fight was incredible. The main event was incredible. The crowd was wild and crazy. You heard the Brazilians chanting, screaming, yelling all the way through the fight. Oliveira comes out exactly like he always does, like a bat out of hell. You'd think that maybe after his last fight against Taporia, he got knocked out senseless. You'd think, maybe this time he's going to be a little bit more cautious. Maybe he's going to, work the jab a little bit. Maybe he's going to, circle a little bit. Maybe he's going to tiptoe around instead of going straight for the kill. No. The Oliveira we love and trust always does. Damn it. Leave that thing out of the way. Oliveira, like a madman, comes out. He's hunting Gamrot right off the bat. Gamrot seemed to have no firepower whatsoever. Every time he threw, it seemed like he was so tentative. He was so scared to exchange. It seemed like he wasn't even aiming for the target. He's just circling around, and Oliveira is hunting him down, throwing punches, kicks, knees, clinching, trying to throw the elbow, trying to throw the knee. Aggressive. The Oliveira Muay Thai that everybody loves. It's super entertaining, but highly risky. Gamrot shoots down for a crackdown, like a high crotch crackdown. Brings Oliveira down to the ground real easily. But I'll tell you something. Oliveira wants to go to the ground. You could tell. He's got 5 rounds. He's got plenty of time to work. He's one of the best finishers in the history of UFC. He wants to be on the ground. He doesn't care if they're standing up or on the ground. Gamrot didn't like the striking one bit. He's like, let me take this to the ground, and guess what? He can do it. He drops down, takes Oliveira down. Oliveira starts throwing up attacks immediately. Ends up in omoplata. Now, guys, if you don't know Gamrot's ground game, he's also very good on the ground. Very good. He's not just a good wrestler. He's also heavily seasoned on the grappling department, BJJ department. Oliveira still gets the best of him. Puts him in one omoplata. Gamrot gets out. He puts him in another omoplata. Gets on top of Gamrot. Gamrot steps over the omoplata. Oliveira turns to his knees, grabs the leg, hikes it up. Gamrot has no choice but to go for one of his own attacks. He goes to the bottom and starts attacking a leg, kind of like he's doing a K-guard almost. Still, Oliveira twists and turns, gets on top of Gamrot, takes Gamrot's back. He's crushing Gamrot in the ground. Round 2 rings, okay? Round 2 comes about. Gamrot, in my opinion, was saved by the bell. Pretty much, he was going to get subbed in round 1. If he had more time, Oliveira was getting that sub. Now Gamrot goes back to his corner. I don't think he has any avenue for hope. There's still 4 more rounds. He can't strike with Oliveira, it seems, and he can't hang with him on the ground, and that's just round 1. Oliveira starts hunting him down, and then Oliveira does the craziest, unthinkable thing. He takes down Gamrot. And quite easily, Gamrot didn't fall over or anything, but he couldn't stop Oliveira. Oliveira shoots a takedown, comes up to the body lock, locks him up, brings him down to the mat, takes his back, and you guys all saw it. Oliveira choked him out. Guys, I got to take my hat off and tip my hat to Oliveira. He got brutally knocked out by Taporia. Turned around, not too long after. Signed up to fight Fiziev. That fight falls through, and he fights Gamrot, and he's like, I'll take anybody. Anybody. He fights Gamrot and puts it on Gamrot from bell to bell. I'm forgetting how long the fight lasted, but it didn't last long in round 2. He went at him after being brutally knocked out. One of the worst knockouts I've ever seen. Taporia knocks out Oliveira brutally. As Taporia's falling to the mat, he hits him again with another shot. It was a horrific knockout. Oliveira comes back. What a lion. What a tiger. What a warrior. That's why so many people love to watch Oliveira. He's a wild man. He's game. He has one gear. It's fight, attack, kill or be killed. He lives by the sword, guys. He lives by the sword. So sometimes he dies by the sword, and sometimes he, like he did last weekend, he shines by the sword. He's a blood and guts fighter. He's a very technical guy. He's a very intelligent guy. It's just his personality, I would tell you. He's a go-getter. He's a hunter, and he went after it. Guys, this is one of his biggest wins ever. His comeback, because of what happened with him and Taporia. It was such a brutal KO. The fact that he came back and shined so brightly is amazing. And what does that say about Taporia? Gamrot beat Armin. He beats Armin, and then he loses to Oliveira. Now, I know Oliveira beat Armin. I know Oliveira also, excuse me, I know Armin also beat Oliveira. But still, think about that. Think about it a second. Look how high Toporia's skill level is. These guys, both Armin and Gamrot, well, Gamrot, of course, had a lot of trouble with Oliveira, but Oliveira gave a good fight to Armin. Not to Topuria. Topuria just walked through. He just walked through Oliveira. That's why when you guys are asking me, what do you pick, Topuria or Armin? I'm picking Topuria. I'm picking Topuria. I'm picking Topuria. I'm telling you, Topuria will beat Armin. If that fight ever happens, he will beat Armin. Now, I like Armin. I'm a big fan, but I just don't think he can hang with Topuria. It just goes to show how powerful, how explosive, how dangerous Topuria is. Okay, guys, with that said, let's talk about this fight, and this fight only for a little bit, and then we'll open it up to anything else. Guys, use promo code FALL50OFF at jujiclub.com and get 50% off absolutely anything on jujiclub.com. Guys, make sure to pick up A Man's Guide to Throwing a Punch, tons of jiu-jitsu videos, wrestling videos, and of course, very important, strong and stable knees. Get your knees and body super healthy. Check out Strong and Stable Back. It's a life-changing video. Those videos are life-changing videos. Check them out. Use promo code FALL50OFF and get 50% off anything. Okay, guys, with that said, let's hit these fights and this one fight first. People now say Charles has a better resume than Islam after the Gamrot fight, but Islam already beat Charles. How does that even make sense? That's from Yahya. Yahya, fans are crazy. Like, now fans are going to be like, oh, Gamrot's overrated. No, Gamrot's a stud. Gamrot's a killer. Guys, Gamrot is a killer. I can't explain his performance. I can't do it. I don't know how. I thought he would do better than that. Guys, I was telling you, after Oliveira got knocked out so bad by Topuria, I was thinking Gamrot's going to walk over. Not walk over him. Not walk over him. But I thought Gamrot might ride the coattails of Topuria. Why? Because when you get knocked out so brutally, sometimes that affects your chin. And I know Topuria has been there, Oliveira has been there before and he's been knocked out, but not like how Topuria knocked him out. Topuria knocked him out like flatline. Like, I was scared for the man's health. Rewatch that knockout. Topuria hits him with a right. Bam! Charles is on the way to the canvas, out. Hits him with a hook. Bam! I'm like, oh my goodness, man. And it's like, Topuria was in the middle of the combination. It's not like he was trying to add to the KO. I think if he knew he was going down, he wouldn't throw that left hook. He just, he's in the middle of a fight here. He's throwing combinations. But the knockout was just so bad. Sometimes guys never fight the same way again after being knocked out like that. And their chin and their jaw is not the same. So I was like, 5 rounds, I really like Oliveira versus Gamrot. But after getting knocked out like that, I was like, eesh. Guys, I got to move this thing out of the way. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. It fell over and it's driving me nuts. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so I thought Gamrot would do a lot better because he'd be riding the coattails of a big KO from Topuria. Topuria would have done some of the work for him. But no, Oliveira looked amazing. He looked actually probably better than ever. But he fought similar to how he fights. He's a pedal to the metal, go toe-to-toe, run the guy over, use Muay Thai, run him over. I mean, he tried it on Topuria. It just didn't work. Topuria has too much firepower. Too much. Coach Salami, can Ipo help K-Guard? Okay. Well, yeah, of course it can help K-Guard. Islam beat Meccano and featherweight and old Poirier. That's from Charles. Okay, there you go. Now everybody, see, I love how people rewrite history. Like Islam Makhachev is #1 pound for pound. Now they're gonna be like, oh, well, he beat a tired old Poirier. Oh, no, he didn't. He beat a prime Poirier. And he beat up Meccano. Who, Meccano got a title fight only because he stepped in because his opponent was injured. No. Meccano is a great fighter. Meccano is on a win streak. Meccano is a black belt. He subbed the black belt. Meccano is super seasoned. These are not easy fights. He's just that good. Islam is just that good. Topuria is just that good. Oliveira is just that good. He beat Gamrot in a way that was incredibly impressive, man. The guy's improved. I don't know. Maybe that fight with Topuria woke something up in him. But I find like it's like when Izzy lost to Pereira. Everybody was like, oh, Izzy's so overrated. No, he's not. He's a legend, man. The man has literally over 100 wins. He's fighting at a world-class level his entire life for decades. And the man racked up over 100 wins. Of course, that includes his kickboxing career, but that's incredibly impressive. And then, he loses one fight to the guy with probably the most dangerous KO ability ever. And everybody's like, oh, well, he's not that. No, guys, it's just how the casual fans think. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. They don't understand how far this man has gone, how elite, how special, how unique he is. It's just people dismiss elite athletes sometimes in a way that's absolutely absurd. It just reflects their ignorance. But, it kind of deflates my energy. It's because I have to explain to you how great this guy is. And even the tippy top cream of the crop guys will sometimes go on a losing streak. And you just look at Yoel Romero. He's one of the most elite. He's probably the most elite athlete to ever step into the octagon. Okay. And he's lost, I think it was 4 fights in a row. And it's like, how could this man, this devastating phenom of a man, like he's one of the greatest wrestlers of his generation. He's made of steel. His power, his explosiveness is never before seen, at that level. Yet he had razor close fights where he lost by just a hair and it went the other way, and he strung together losses. And it's like, how could that happen to such a specimen? It happens. Okay, what else we got here? Islam's resume is not that good. That's from Charles Chase. Charles Chase, I have to disagree with you. What can I say? I think that's pretty ignorant of you to say. He beat Volkanovski twice. Just that. The fact that he beat one of the pound-for-pound greats. I know Volk went up a weight class, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be an easy fight because the guy went up a weight class. It doesn't mean that, okay? And he stopped Oliveira. He stopped Poirier. He stopped Meccano. He stopped all these guys. He's winning, and he's winning in style. You see the guy who just lit up the whole show last week, Oliveira? He finished Oliveira. He knocked Oliveira down and subbed him. I mean, Oliveira just walked through Gamrot. Gamrot's a stud. He just walked through Gamrot. And Islam walked through Oliveira. Okay, so you guys just have to remember, sometimes these elite fighters, they cross paths with these phenoms, and Islam's one of those phenoms. He's been training his entire life. I love how Islam's been training his entire life with one of the best teams in the world ever. He's risen to the top, and you're like, nah, he's not that good. It's just crazy ignorant. What else we got here? Topuria proving how good Ryan Hall was fighting him with a broken hand. That's from Alex. Well, that's true. Ryan Hall did break his hand off a punch, early. Pow! It's just... And at that time, we didn't know how good Topuria was. And of course, the guy's incredible, but we were learning a lot about him at that time. And, he's for sure not arguably one of the greatest ever, So it was definitely, looking back, Ryan didn't do that bad because so many guys couldn't even last that long with Topuria, or they had to run for their lives, Topuria is, how could I say, incredibly unique. Why? He's got that death touch, guys. He's got it. He's got that death touch in both hands. And he's smart, and he's technical, and he's well-trained. He puts in his effort. He's not riding his talent. No. The guy's training around the clock. He's improving, and he's good everywhere. He's good on the ground. He's good in wrestling. He's super fit. He's intelligent. He has strategy. The guy's got it all. So it's going to be a long time before anybody beats him.